Hi, so I'm just going to show you quickly how to do a cable. It is very easy. As you can see, I've started one of my fronts to the cardigan. So you just need to look through the other video of how I explained I was doing my front. Ignore these. I've put these in just to count because I'm going to be doing pockets. I need to get up to 28 rows, and so that's where I start counting. And this is row number 10. So then another row number 10, I'll put another one in. So it's just how I count for the pockets. So here's my cable, and if you have pearls each side of your cable, it makes the cable stand out. I've done 2 pearls each side. You could do 3 or 4 pearls. It's totally up to you, but I'm doing 2. And I've got a little needle here that I'm going to use as my cable needle. That's what we used years ago. And I've decided to put it in 10 stitches from the front. This is where my ribbing will go later. So this is going to be, and I'm going to be putting a pocket in, which will be interesting. But this is just how you do your cables and how you get the twist. So when I started, I did the twist on the 5th row because that was my front row. Because I started counting row 1 here on the right side, I went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I did my twist on this 5th row with the right side facing. But then when I started counting the rows again, you start 1 on the back side, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Your next facing is going to be 6, not 5. So every 6th row from then on will be when you do your twist. So I've done a couple of twists. It's looking very nice. I'm very pleased. So this is another 6th row. So now I'm going to show you how I do the twist. I'll just pull out some yarn here. So just knit up to those purl stitches. You don't have to do those purl stitches, but it does make it look like the cable's just showing up a little bit more. So I think it's very nice. So I do have tutorials right at the beginning of this knit along on how to do your knit stitches and your purl stitches. Please go back and watch those. So I've done my knit stitches, and I can see these are my purl stitches because there's the little bumps here. It gets easier the more you go along, it gets easier to see. Put my yarn back. So now I'm going to do my twist for the cable. So you get yourself a little cable needle. There are the new ones that have the V coming down in the front so you don't lose your stitches, but because they're not on my cable needle very long, I won't lose them. Famous last words, I won't lose them. So I take off the first 3 stitches. So I'm using 6 stitches for my cable. So I'm taking off the first 3. Now I'm doing this cable by putting this lot of stitches at the back of my work. You can put the cable needle at the front of your work, but whichever way you decide, make it consistent and always do the same thing. Then I'm going to knit the next 3 stitches that are on my main needle. Just make sure your yarn's up ready and not twisted around anything. So I'm just going to knit my next 3 stitches. Ignore that cable needle twisting around there. So there's my 3 stitches, and then I'll just go back, make sure it's not twisted, and I'll knit the 3 stitches on my cable needle. So that's just how you do the basic twist. And the twist will come out in a different direction depending on where you put your stitches, at the back or the front. And then it is time for me to do my 2 purls again. Bring my yarn forward, do my 2 purls, put my yarn back ready to knit again, and then I'll knit the rest of my front. And that's just how you do your cable. When you're doing the other side, you just make sure you're reversing your stitches. I'll show you what I mean when I get there. If you're a total beginner, I just would have confused you. I need to find some shorter needles so I don't keep hitting the desk. That's why it's a bit noisy. So I'm having fun making myself all sorts of cardigans. They're the same design, just no shaping, just oblongs, but I'm putting in pockets or I'm keeping them stocking stitch, and now I'm doing cables. I don't know what I'll do on the next cardigan. I might try a totally different pattern. Right, and there you go. There's another twist that's been done. So you'll see that when it's been worn very clearly. So when I do my pocket, this is where my ribbing will go. My pocket is going to go, the lining will go there. So I'm just counting my rows to put my pocket in. So the other side, you do all your purls, then you make sure you swap and you do your knits, and then there's the purls for your cable, your 2 more knits, and then your purl at the end. So you're just doing opposite, purls, knits, purls, knits. So I hope that shows you just an easy way to do a cable. So I think it looks really pretty. So I hope these little videos are helping you get some confidence and have a go, because if I can do it, you can do it. It's so simple. All right, I'll see you when it's time to put the pocket in. Bye.